Hi, guys, this is Action Jackson. Welcome to Motivation for the Nation. Hey, I am so ready for you guys this morning. Good morning. This is Action Jackson, and welcome to Motivation for the Nation. Listen, I'm feeling the vibe this morning. I'm feeling good this morning. I trust you guys are feeling good. I'm feeling good. I need some music to make me feel even better. You know I don't go my days without music. So what I'm gonna do now, I want you to just feel the vibe with me. If you're tuning in for the first time, good morning. Welcome to each and every one of you. You guys, you know you're amazing. You know I'm feeling your vibe. You know you're feeling my vibe. So today we're going to have some fun. We're going to just really bring that energy up to another level. Oh, trust you're doing good. If you're just tuning in for the first time, I need you all to pretty much type up below your name. Just type hello and let's make it happen today. I'm looking for my feel good music, feel good vibe, feel good music, feel good vibe. Williams family, good morning. How you doing? Williams family, trust you are good. Woo! Okay. I need some volume on that, man. Woo! I know that I can't do the wrong. Okay. Oh, you can do wrong. My love won't do you no harm. And I feel. Good morning. This is Motivation for the Nation. I feel nice. A sugar and spice. So nice. So nice. I got you. Nice one, guys. Good morning. How you doing? Trust you are doing very, very well. This is Action Jackson, and welcome to Motivation for the Nation, the show that increases your dose of happiness. I'm so happy that you're joining me here today. Good morning to the Williams family. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good morning to each and every one of you, wherever you're tuning in on this fine, amazing morning. My name is Action Jackson. Today, we have a very special show for you. The title of the show is Why You Need a Villain in Your Life. Ooh. Why do you need a villain in your life? You know, for every Batman, there needs to be a Joker. Hey, why do you need a Joker in your life? I'm going to delve into that in a moment. But before we do that, let's go straight into our gratitude exercise. If you've been watching this show, you know I don't start the day without gratitude. I need gratitude in my life. So we're going to bring some gratitude in there just so it can make you feel good. So sit up straight for me. Yeah. Take a deep breath in. Get some volume on that one, that volume on that lovely sound. And the phrase I use is this: all I need is within me now. All I need is within me now. All I need is within me now. See, everything you need in order to be who you need to be is within you now. You are amazing. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Ooh, that great feeling, that great feeling, that great feeling. When was the last time you stopped to do that? When was the last time you stopped to actually breathe? When was the last time you stopped to actually appreciate who you are? When was the last time you stopped to actually think about how great life is for you? Maybe this morning is the first morning where you stop to actually start thinking about the beauty behind your life. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Why do I say all I need is within me now? I will say this every single day because whatever you appreciate appreciates. If you take your life for granted, be careful. Be careful. Don't take your life for granted. Yeah? Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Maybe you need to hear more of that lovely music I'm playing in the background. Yes. Because music, soft music allows you to feel good. Here's what I'm going to say to you now. I am grateful for my life. I am grateful for my life. Type that up. I am grateful for my life. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? I am grateful for my life. I am grateful for my life. What are you grateful for? All I need is within me now. I am grateful for my life. Post that up, post that up, post that up, post that up. Yes. Team behind the scenes, that's what I'm talking about. Gratitude is the key to altitude. All I need is within me now. I'm grateful for my life. Are you grateful for your life? Give me volume on that, man. See, sound transforms me. Just relax. What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for family. I'm grateful for my wife, my daughter, my team. This country, I'm grateful for this country. Some people moan, oh, this country. Shut up, stop moaning. There are other countries who don't have half of what we've got. Be grateful for where you're at. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Excellent. Wonderful. Thank you so much. That's our gratitude exercise. Make sure you do that every single morning. Yeah. All right. Let's go to our shout outs. This is Action Jackson and welcome to Motivation for the Nation. Today's topic is why you need a villain in your life. Why you need a villain in your life. We've got the Williams family tuned in right now. Where's my vibes? We've got Rob Bell tuned in right now. Yes. The villain will test your limitations. Yes, we're going to be talking about why you need a villain in your life. Good morning, Rob. How you doing? Happy Wednesday to you. Congratulations to Rob, who last week climbed the equivalent of Everest in his house. I'm loving that. The guy is amazing. He made it happen. He did it. I'm so proud of him. So today is going to be a very special show. If you're watching for the first time, type hello down below so I can say shout out to you, each and every one of you that's watching right now. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for what you're able to do. Life is wonderful. Life is great. So why you need a villain in your life? That's the topic of today's show. A villain. Rob had a villain, and that was Everest. Yes. See, when you conquer something, you don't conquer the mountain, you conquer yourself. When you conquer a mountain, when you conquer a villain, you really conquer yourself because the real enemy is within. That's why today I'm going to talk about that. Hey, feeling good. I'm feeling the vibes. All right, let's get into today's topic. We haven't got much time. Today's a short show. It's a punchy one. I want to really delve into the thoughts behind this today. Okay, let's do this. If you're watching, good morning. If this is your first time, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about why you need a villain in your life. All right, let's get straight into it. Let me get my first point I want to talk to you today about is the importance of villains. And I'm going to play you a clip now that's going to really give you a picture of what I'm talking about. If you've ever been a superhero fan, you know that villains are necessary. We're going to queue up a clip right now that will show you the importance of what I am talking about. Take a look.
You just couldn't let me go, could you? This is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. You truly are incorruptible, aren't you? Huh? You won't kill me out of some misplaced sense of self-righteousness. And I won't kill you because you're just too much fun. I think you and I are destined to do this forever. You'll be in a better jail forever. Maybe we could share one. You know, they'll be doubling up the rate this city's inhabitants are losing their minds. This city just showed you that it's full of people afraid to believe in good. Until their spirit breaks completely. Until they get a good look at the real Harvey Dent. Huh? And all the heroic things he's done. You didn't think I'd...
All right, look at that. That was a beat between Batman and Joker, the very scene of The Dark Knight. Batman had the opportunity to let go of the Joker and kill him forever, but he didn't do it. Why didn't he do it? Because there is something about Joker that Batman needs. Batman is nothing without the Joker. Batman gets all his strength from the Joker. Why? The Joker presents challenges upon challenges upon challenges. And every time Batman overcame that challenge, he became stronger. Without a challenge, you're not growing. We all have villains in our lives, but guess what we do? We run from the villains. We succumb to the villain, but we don't tackle the villain. You run from it, you hide from it, you read away from it, but you don't tackle it face on. Do you know that, watch this, the villain in your life is the one that's going to lead you closer to victory? In a moment, I'm going to break through some of the villains that you have in your life. Some of the villains that you have in your life that you've been running from. And as you're watching right now, please be honest with me if you're running from these villains. Okay, so we're going to go through the different villains that you've been running from in your life. Hit me with the first villain. Okay, there are different villains that we've got in our lives. And if you don't tackle these villains, villain number one, overthinking. Overthinking is a villain in your life. You want to do something, you're overthinking it. You're overthinking it. Why? Why are you overthinking? Why are you overthinking? Overthinking is what stresses you out. Overthinking is what's giving you this stress. How are you going to be what you need to be if you are overthinking? You want to do something simple. You're still overthinking. Why? Overthinking stresses you out. That's the first villain. So the first thing you need to do if you're an overthinker is to ask yourself, this villain is not going to destroy me. The next villain coming up, the villains in your life, is self-comparison. Self-comparison is a villain. It comes at you. Are you good enough? Do you think you're going to make it? Will you rise above everybody else? Look at that person. Look at this person. Look at what they're doing. Look, especially now that everybody's online. Everybody's online. Everybody's an expert online now. Woo, woo, look at me, look at me, look at me. But it's fake. It's fake. Self-comparison. That's another villain. That's a villain. That's a villain. If you've ever been if you've ever had to fight this villain, type yes. The next villain. Hey, look at this next villain. I love this next villain. Low self-esteem. Low self-esteem. Low self-esteem. Hit me the next villain. Self-doubt. This is a big one. Doubt has killed more dreams than failure. That goes to tell me that doubt is a villain. Doubt is a villain. Doubt has killed more dreams than failure. That's a villain. But what most people do, they run from self-doubt. They allow self-doubt to destroy them. They allow self-doubt to choke their dreams away. Why are you going to allow self-doubt to choke your dreams away? Why are you going to do that? I don't understand. Half the people that are doing what they're supposed to do are allowing these doubts to kill them. That's not what you want in your life. The next villain in your life, procrastination. Listen, this villain right here has attacked so many people. It's unbelievable. This villain in your life is going to destroy you, your goals, your destiny, everything you stand for. I'm not going to do it now. I'll do it later. This is a villain that's going to destroy you. Have you faced this? Have you faced this villain? These are the villains in your life. If you just joined me, this is Motivation for the Nation. My name is Action Jackson, and today I'm talking about the villains in your life. Why do we need villains? Villains make us stronger. I'm going to go into why we need villains in your life, and there's several things that the villains test us in. The next villain, I'm so excited. Excuses. The next villain. I'm loving it. Lack of patience. The next villain. Self-hate. 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 Why would you hate yourself? Why would you hate yourself? How can you exist, have a vision, and have self-hate? That doesn't make any sense to me. You got goals, you got dreams, you got things you want to achieve, but you allow self-hate to destroy you. Start identifying these villains. If you have to get a piece of paper and write these out, and one by one, attack them. Next villain. I don't think they're ready for this. Regret. Regret comes back to haunt you. Why didn't you do that? You should have done that. Right now, you're doing things in your life that's going to destroy you. You're doing things in your life that's going to actually make you feel insecure about yourself. That's exactly what I know. There are two types of pain in life: the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. The pain of discipline and the pain of regret. If you don't overcome, it's funny, if you don't overcome procrastination, you give birth to regret. Villain gives birth to villain. Villain gives birth to villain. That's it. What villains do you need to tackle in your life? Next villain. Loving this villain. Overspending. For some of you have been on lockdown and you've been overspending. How is that going to help you? That's a villain. That's a villain right there. Yes, Camilla says true procrastination, a slow killer, a slow killing villain. What are the villains in your life that's stopping you from being the best version of yourself? There's a villain. Today I'm talking about the villains in your life. The villains in your life. Everybody needs a villain in their life. The villain makes you stronger. I'm going to go into that in a moment. Yeah. Camilla says it's so good to identify the villains. You can't fight something effectively if you can't see it. You can't fight what you don't see. For some of you, going into the fridge at 12 midnight, that's your villain. That's your villain. If you don't tackle the villain is going to tackle you and destroy you. The final villain, which is a classic villain, and I know this because I've experienced this villain, is laziness. 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 Laziness is a villain that owns you. It gives you excuses as to why you shouldn't do what you need to do. Laziness will creep into your life and make you feel comfortable. Now, you don't need to go for a run today. I am not going to lie. I'm going to hold myself up and say I have been a victim of laziness when it comes to physical health. I know that I'm supposed to do exercise every single day. See, I eat every day, but I don't exercise every day. When I mean I eat. Ask my wife, I eat. Now tell me how food is going to help me get closer to my destiny. Laziness, overeating can actually be one of the villains in your life. Listen, they say that how can you break out of prison when you don't realize that you're in prison? Today is awareness. What are some of the villains that you're fighting against? Bad habits. Those are some of the villains. The villains that are actually harming you, killing you, injuring you. So let me show you now a couple of things that villains do. The first thing I want to show you is a villain tests. The villains will test you. The villains will test a couple of things in your life. And watch this. Why do you need a villain? If you're watching right now, good morning and welcome. There's a quote I'm going to hit you with right now. And the quote is very simple. Let me go straight to the comments. Woulda, coulda, shoulda are all villains. Yes. Thank you, Yvonne. Woulda, coulda, shoulda is a villain. Thank you. Thank you. That's a powerful one. That's a villain right there. That's a villain right there. Camilla says, wow, triggered. Laziness builds habits that kills you. Of course. Thank you, Camilla. Laziness kills habits. Laziness will build habits that will kill you. If you don't deal with your habits, they will kill you. They will kill you. Show me your habits and I'll tell you your future. Don't talk about, I'm going to be a great person. No, 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 no. Forget about being a great person. Analyze your habits. Analyze your habits. Analyze your habits. Okay. So here's what we want to do right now. If you run from your habits, you run from your victory. That's the quote of the day. If you run from the habits, you run from your victory. If you run from the villain, you run from your victory. If you run from your villain, you run from your victory. If you run from your villain, you run from your victory. Everybody type that up right now. Your villains are things like laziness, procrastination, bad habits. The reason why you're not the person that you want to be is because you're running from your villain. You want the comfort. You're going to die in your comfort zone. Your health is going to die in your comfort zone. Your wealth is going to die in your comfort zone. Your dreams are going to die in your comfort zone. Don't tell me about what you want. Tackle your villain. You've got a lot of time now. Tackle your villain. So watch this. Number one, the villain will test your limitations. The villain will test your limitation. That's the job of a villain. They will test your limitations. How strong do you think you are? Let me tell you, Kobe Bryant had villains everywhere. People, listen, villains give birth to heroes. 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 Many of us are deceiving ourselves. You say you want to win. You don't want to win. Shut up. You don't want to win. If you want to win, you're going to have a list of... Give you a story about Kobe Bryant. He made a list of all the best players when he was growing up in the country. He made a list. And one by one, he made sure that he beat each one. He would study them. He would study their strengths. He would study their weaknesses. And then he will work tirelessly to make sure that he can overcome those weaknesses. That's what Kobe Bryant did. What makes you great is when you focus on your villain and you tackle them one by one. The villain will test your limitations. So don't run from, you need the villain. Remember what I said? Villains give birth to heroes. You want to be a hero? You want to be a hero, yeah? You want to be a hero, yeah? Go and find villains and attack them. If you've ever remembered the story of David and Goliath, interesting. Who was the hero in that? Who was the hero in the David and Goliath? Who was the hero? We would say David, but guess what? Without Goliath, there'll be no David. Without Goliath, there'll be no David. Who's your Goliath? Who is the Goliath you need to tackle today? Watch this. Next one. The villain will test your desire. The villain will test your desire. How bad do you really want it? How bad do you... The villain of laziness and fear will creep up and say, oh, you want to be number one, yeah? You want to be number one, yeah? All right, cool. Let me see how bad you really want it. Let me see how bad you really want it. Listen, officially, where are we? March to April, April to May. I've been doing this show now for 2 months. Every single day. 40 episodes every single morning. The only day I took off was the day my daughter was born. How bad do I want it? I want it bad enough that I'm going to commit every single day 1 hour to my dreams. What are you committing every single day to your dreams? Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I'm not good enough. No. You don't want it bad enough. The next thing the villain will test is your preparation. If you say you want to be great at something, the first thing you need to do is prepare. How prepared are you? Villain will test you when the villain shakes you up. Pop, 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 pop. Let me see how prepared you are. You ain't prepared. That's what villains do. How prepared are you? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. I come on live at 10 o'clock. I start preparing at 8:30. Me and my team, we're on at 8:30 to prepare the show so that you can watch it at 10. That's preparation for victory. Let me go back to the quote of the day. If you run from your villain, you run from your victory. If you run from your villain, you run from your victory. If you run from your villain, you run from your victory. Many of you are not serious about success. Many of you don't really want it. You don't want it. And here's the thing. Watch this. I got a picture of a Joker somewhere. I need to show you who this person is. See, villains are ugly. Villains are gully. Villains are disgusting. You don't want to see villains. You don't want to see villains. Yeah, villains are people that when you stare at them, villains are just like, ew, look at him. If you run from your villain, you run from your victory. Staring at this guy? See, I want to see him every day. I want to see him every day. I want to see him every day. Him. I want to see him every day. The Joker. Who's the Joker in your life? See, the Jokers in your life are going to make you stronger. Don't run. If you run from your villain, you run from your victory. Batman was nothing without the Joker. Watch the next thing. The villain will test your identity. Villains will test your identity. The challenging things in your life will challenge your identity. Who do you say you really are? Action Jackson, the UK Ambassador for Happiness. Well done, Action Jackson, UK Ambassador for Happiness. Let me test that. You've got to stand and face your villains. The villain of procrastination, laziness, overeating, overthinking, the villain of self-doubt. What's the next thing the villain will test? The villain will test your vision. The villain will test to see how strong is your vision. You want to become a better person? The villains will arise and tell you, are you really good enough? So as we wrap up this show today, Motivation for the Nation, I'm asking you today, how bad do you want your goal? How bad do you want your dream? Villains give birth to heroes. We celebrate heroes. But watch this. You don't know what love is until you've experienced hate. You don't know what love is until you've experienced hate. You don't appreciate day until you've gone through night. You don't appreciate water until you've been dying of thirst. You don't appreciate victory until you've been broken. We need both sides of the coin. If things don't challenge you, they don't change you. Whatever you do today, challenge yourself. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. Right now, my number one challenge right now is, dude, change your eating habits. Come on. Food tastes good. I'm not going to lie. Food tastes good. But I know that if I keep eating at this rate and I don't exercise, I know what it's going to do to me. What are you going to challenge? What are you going to challenge in your life so that you can become a better version of yourself? If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. The quote of today is this: if you run from your villain, you run from your victory. My name is Action Jackson. Thank you so much for joining me on this. Today is a day where you're going to find the best version of yourself. You're going to challenge yourself. You're going to grow. You're going to become a better version of yourself by challenging your villains. I'm just going to leave it there. Real quickly, as you're watching, what's one thing you've learned from this particular show today? Type it up on the comments below. Some of you are very passive. I asked a question, people are still watching. Type up below to show me you're serious. How are you doing? This is Action Jackson and welcome to Motivation for the Nation. And today I'm motivating you by helping you to challenge your villains. You can't become rich until you've tackled poverty. You can't become healthy until you've tackled bad eating habits. What do you need to tackle today? If you run from your villain, you run from your victory. Thank you so much to everyone that's been watching. You guys are truly amazing. Very quickly, let me just break it down. Great message this morning. Thank you very much, Rob. You are amazing. Truly, truly amazing, Rob. Thank you, Rob. That was great. Thank you. Rob challenged. I think we need to bring Rob back on the show to actually tell us about how the experiences were. See, I respect people that face challenges. Everything you need to be is on the other side of comfort zone. Yeah. So he said, I thought they would be physical villains, but actually they are mental and things we face daily, things I didn't even visualize. Look at that. So he thought the staircase was the true villain. The true villain wasn't the staircase. The true villain was his mind. Camilla says, such a challenging show. I've got to go off and identify my villain and set a plan of action to face them, starting with excuses. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you very much, Camilla. The Williams family says, thank you for giving me a new perspective on how to deal with villains. Exactly. Look at that. This is what I'm talking about today. Who are your villains? As I'm talking to you right now, I'm like, Jackson, all right, cool. Set yourself a proper diet. Start working out and start measuring. Also measure. See, when you win, you know whether you've won by keeping score. Keep score. Every time you overeat, and you know it, keep score. Every time you don't overeat, keep score. Every time you make an excuse and you know it's an excuse, keep score. So by the end of the week, you should have 2 score sheets. And if your excuses are greater than your victories, then you are in trouble. This week alone, I know, boy, you've been overeating. Cool. I've lost this week. No, actually, I've just lost right up until today. I'm going to start making amends. Well, that's me done today. If you've got any questions, do send them across. We've been running a school called Happy Life Academy. And Happy Life Academy is where we help young people challenge their villains so that they can become better people for the future. Happy Life Academy, if you want to enroll young people, teenagers between the ages of 11 and 16, just log on to happylifeacademy.co.uk. We run live masterclasses 11 o'clock to 12 noon every single day. These teenagers have been with us for the last 6 weeks, every day. Every day, we're challenging them. Yes. I came to your school, Diane, amazing Diane. Let's put up Diane. Hey, Diane, how you doing? Oh, I'm so grateful. Well done, Diane. I trust you're doing well. Thank you. So, Happy Life Academy, if you would like to enroll, click below. Go on there. There's a bunch of videos on there. The masterclasses are $19.99 for 6 weeks. $19.99 is like £1 a day. You pay £1 a day for us to train you to become better. So if you're a parent watching, do and enroll your kids. The kids that, listen, let me tell you something. School doesn't teach you some of the things I'm teaching you right now. School doesn't teach you. Nope. School can't teach you, won't teach you, because they've got their own agenda. Happy Life Academy is designed for young people. I believe the children are our future. We're meant to teach them well and help them lead the way. And this is it. All right. Thank you so much. As always, I like to finish off my show with my music video. I am proud of my music video. I overcame self-doubt. I overcame procrastination to produce this music video, which is the best music video on earth. And it's a message that's needed right now. Ladies and gentlemen, join me tomorrow on this show again, 10 a.m., when we talk about eradicating certain mindset. I got an amazing guest for you. She's going to come on and she's going to teach you about how to eradicate your negative mindset. Without much ado, this is Happy Song 365. See you tomorrow. God bless.
Hello. Happy World 365. Spreading happiness 24/7. Worldwide. Action Jackson, ambassador for happiness. Let's do this. Every time you wake up, don't forget you're amazing. You're a star, and that's never changing. Your life could be hard, but life is a gift. Do a little dance and move to the beat. I know negativity will come your way, but you stay positive. Like every single day, they don't hold your destiny. Better live each day like a legacy. I know sometimes you cry, but joy comes in the morning. Yeah. Young girl, keep your head up high. I got you when you're falling. Yeah. I know sometimes you cry, but joy comes in the morning. Yeah. Young boy, keep your head up high. I got you when you're falling. Yeah. I'm HAPPY, 365, yeah. I'm HAPPY, that's the only way to stay alive. I'm HAPPY, 365, yeah. I'm HAPPY, that's the only way to stay alive. I'm HAPPY, 365, yeah. I'm HAPPY, that's the only way to stay alive. I'm HAPPY, 365, yeah. I'm HAPPY, that's the only way to stay alive. Hey, happyworld365.com. Join the happiness movement. Yeah. I'ma start each day so thankful that I'm breathing. Cause gratitude is a promise that I'm keeping. Cause I've been through the lows and the deep end. All I needed was some hope and some good friends. So I spread love and I make it look easy. If you want a dose, then you should come and see me. Cause you're special and you're far from regular. Do you hear what I'm telling ya? I know sometimes you cry, but joy comes in the morning. Yeah. Young girl, keep your head up high. I got you when you're falling. Yeah. I know sometimes you cry, but joy comes in the morning. Yeah. Young boy, keep your head up high. I got you when you're falling. Yeah. I'm HAPPY, 365, yeah. I'm HAPPY, that's the only way to stay alive. I'm HAPPY, 365, yeah. I'm HAPPY, that's the only way to stay alive. I'm HAPPY, 365, yeah. I'm HAPPY, that's the only way to stay alive. I'm HAPPY, 365, yeah. I'm HAPPY, that's the only way to stay alive. Yes, happyworld365.com. Join the happy movement.
What? I'm HAPPY. What?
365, yeah.
I'm HAPPY. What?
Only way to stay alive.
Don't know what, yes. I'm HAPPY.
365, yeah.
I'm HAPPY.
That's the only way to stay alive.
USA, make some noise. One more time. Okay.
HAPPY,
365, yeah. I'm HAPPY.
365. I'm HAPPY, 365, yeah. I'm HAPPY, 365, yeah.